Let's begin at the time when McGregor was the darling of the UFC. With his brash personality, knockout power, and razor-sharp trash talk, Conor quickly rose through the ranks and became a force to be reckoned with in the octagon. His victories were celebrated across the globe, and it seemed like there was no stopping this Irish phenom. Fans couldn't get enough of his flashy suits, flashy cars, and flashy attitude. McGregor was living the high life, and everyone wanted a piece of the action. But as we all know, the higher you climb, the harder you fall. McGregor's ego grew bigger than his bank account, and he quickly spiraled into a world of chaos and controversy. From his infamous bus incident to his questionable behavior outside of the octagon, McGregor's once shiny reputation started to tarnish. Gone were the days of the Cinderella story. Now McGregor was lashing out at anyone and everyone who dared to question his greatness. It seems like the fame and fortune had gone straight to his head, and he was teetering on the edge of self-destruction. Hold on, let's start at the beginning, shall we? Conor McGregor was born and raised in Dublin, Ireland, and from a young age, he had dreams of becoming a professional fighter. I mean, who doesn't dream of getting punched in the face for a living, right? After dominating the European kickboxing scene, McGregor made his UFC debut in 2013, and let's just say he didn't exactly fly under the radar. With his loud mouth, trash-talking antics, and undeniable charisma, he quickly became one of the biggest stars in the sport. Some people love him, some people hate him, but one thing's for sure, everyone has an opinion on him. But wait, there's more. McGregor didn't stop at just being a world-renowned fighter. Oh no, he decided to dip his toes into the world of boxing and took on none other than Floyd Mayweather in what can only be described as the fight of the century. Spoiler alert, he didn't win, but hey, at least he got a hefty paycheck out of it, right? As McGregor's career continued to spiral out of control, it became clear that he had lost focus on what truly mattered, the fighting. His training appeared lackluster, his performances in the octagon lackluster, and his once fiery passion had been extinguished. McGregor was more interested in partying and promoting his brand than actually putting in the work to remain at the top of his game. It was almost as if he had forgotten where he came from and what it took to get to where he was. But as we all know, fame and fortune can be a double-edged sword. McGregor's meteoric rise to stardom was followed by a string of controversies and legal troubles. From his infamous bus attack to his public outbursts, McGregor's behavior began to overshadow his accomplishments in the octagon. One of the most infamous incidents in McGregor's career was his highly publicized feud with fellow UFC fighter Khabib Nurmagomedov. The two rivals engaged in a war of words that escalated to physical violence, culminating in a post-fight brawl that shocked the kickboxing world. And then, just when we thought we had seen it all, McGregor dropped a bombshell on social media. He was announcing his retirement from the UFC. Fans were left scratching their heads, wondering why the fighter who had once seemed unstoppable was walking away from the sport that had made him a household name. So, why did Conor McGregor really leave the UFC? Well, some speculate that it was due to his mounting legal troubles and the toll that his controversial behavior had taken on his reputation. Others believe that McGregor simply lost his passion for the sport and was ready to move on to new challenges. But let's be real here, folks. One of the biggest reasons why McGregor could have left the UFC is undoubtedly money. The man has made a fortune through his fights, sponsorships, and business ventures, so it's safe to say that he's not hurting for cash. Perhaps McGregor felt that he had nothing left to prove in the octagon and was ready to cash in on his success. But it wasn't just his professional life that was spiraling out of control. McGregor's personal life was also marred by controversy. With allegations of assault, legal issues, and a string of questionable behavior, it was clear that McGregor was in desperate need of a reality check. It seems like the fame and fortune had taken a toll on McGregor, and he was struggling to navigate the murky waters of stardom. Instead of seeking help or taking a step back to reassess his life, McGregor continued to spiral further into a world of chaos and self-destruction. Rumors began swirling about Conor's partying ways and his affinity for drugs and women. It seems like the Irish fighter couldn't resist the temptations that come with his newfound wealth and celebrity status. From wild nights out on the town to scandalous affairs with multiple women, Conor's behavior became increasingly erratic and out of control. Sources close to Conor have reported that he has been dabbling in recreational drugs, including cocaine and ecstasy. These substances can have a damaging effect on both physical and mental health, leading to addiction, poor decision-making, and reckless behavior. It's a slippery slope, and Conor seems to be sliding down it at an alarming rate. And let's not forget about Conor's questionable relationships with women. The fighter has been linked to a string of beautiful women, some of whom have spoken out about his less than stellar treatment of them. Reports of infidelity and womanizing have plagued Conor's personal life, casting a shadow over his once impeccable reputation. As news of Conor's drug use and womanizing spread like wildfire, his loyal fan base began to turn on him. Sponsors started dropping like flies, and his once promising career began to unravel. The UFC, always quick to distance themselves from controversy, issued a statement condemning Conor's behavior and threatening to cut ties with him if he didn't shape up. So, is there hope for the fallen fighter? Can McGregor bounce back from his tragic downfall and reclaim his spot at the top of the UFC? Only time will tell. One thing is certain, McGregor is a fighter at heart, and fighters never stay down for long. Perhaps this downfall was just what McGregor needed to refocus, re-energize, and come back stronger than ever. Or maybe this is the end of the road for the once great champion. Only time will tell. But one thing is for sure, Conor McGregor's tale is a cautionary one. A reminder that fame and fortune are fleeting, and that true greatness comes from within, but all hope is not lost for the fallen fighter. Conor has the opportunity to turn things around, to clean up his act, and make amends for his past transgressions. He can seek help for his drug addiction, apologize to those he has wronged, and focus on getting back to what made him great in the first place, his undeniable talent and work ethic. First off, let's talk about McGregor's foray into the sweet science of boxing. After his highly anticipated match against Floyd Mayweather, where he put up a valiant effort but ultimately fell short, McGregor seems to have caught the boxing bug. Rumor has it that he's been hitting the heavy bag non-stop, determined to prove that he can hang with the best in the ring. Will he be the next big thing in boxing, or will he end up being just another pretender? Only time will tell. But wait, there's more. McGregor has also expressed interest in pursuing an acting career. That's right, the man known for his brutal knockouts and colorful trash talk is now looking to grace the silver screen. Will McGregor be the next action movie star, delivering one-liners with the same ferocity as his left hook? Or will his acting career flop harder than his attempt at a whiskey brand? Either way, it's sure to be an entertaining ride. Of course, we can't talk about McGregor's new career without mentioning his business ventures. From his Proper 12 whiskey brand to his clothing line, McGregor has proven to be a savvy entrepreneur. Will he continue to expand his empire and dominate the business world, or will his ventures crash and burn like his opponents in the octagon? One thing's for sure, McGregor never shies away from a challenge, whether it's in the cage or the boardroom. So there you have it, fight fans, the tragic downfall of Conor McGregor. From humble beginnings to astronomical fame to a series of devastating losses, McGregor's career has been nothing short of a whirlwind. But one thing is for certain, McGregor's story is far from over. Will he rise from the ashes like a phoenix? Or will he be forever known as the fighter who let fame and fortune get the best of him? Only time will tell. Thank you for joining us on this wild ride, and remember, in the world of kickboxing, anything can happen. Stay tuned for the next chapter in the saga of Conor McGregor.